Welcome if you're new here, welcome back if you're not. My name is Kim, this is my book channel, and today / this week we're going to do a little reading challenge. So it's already the 18th. Yeah, the 18th of January, and I've only read one book so far, which is King of Envy by Anna Huang. So good. I gave it 4 stars. Not my favorite in the series, but still really good. Also, why is Vok so sassy even though he can't talk or doesn't talk? Like, how can you be so sassy, dude? But it was still cute and I liked it. Again, not my favorite, but anyway, so for today's challenge, this is a challenge I have done before on this channel, only once though, and it was not the best time to do it when I did it. First of all, I had just moved, so things were still chaotic and hectic. I had family in town that week, so I just didn't have as much time to read as I was hoping I would. And also, I didn't know my... how many points is this? 3? Yeah, this is my 3rd point. Anyway. And I didn't know my reading taste or reading speed at the time. So I was like, oh yeah, I could read a book in this many hours. And then no, that's not what happened at all. So if you couldn't already tell by the title or the hints that I just gave, we are doing random number generator, which is how many hours I read each day. So we will see how I do this time around. This time, instead of going from 1 hour to 12 hours, I'm going from 1 to 10. Like, those are the options. So yeah, and I've got pretty much the rest of my January TBR here, except for like 2 books, but those, if I get to them this month, are going to be for a completely different video, so... and then one of these is not on my January TBR, but I am borrowing it from one of the girls in my craft group because it looked really cute. And I'm actually already on chapter 9, so we're going to start with this one, which is Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice by Katie Cicatelli Cook. Did I get the name right? Probably not. But anyway, I'm already on chapter 9 of this one. So far, it's been like really cute and funny, but super YA, like something I would have ate up in middle school. So... let me just read you the back of this because it had me dying of laughter. Lucy Kane hates pumpkin spice lattes, which is a problem because A, Lucy lives in a dang it, I can never get this word right. A quaint New England town of Briarglen where everybody loves all things autumn, and B, she's a barista at her mom's coffee shop, Cup of Joe. As the first fall leaves descend upon Briarglen, Lucy and her mom gear up for a busy season. But then, Java Junction, a multinational coffee chain, opens a store literally across the street. Home of the world-famous pumpkin spice latte. To make matters worse, it turns out that Jack Harper, the new kid in school and Lucy's secret crush, is the son of the owners. Talk about mixing business with pleasure. If Cup of Joe wants to survive the competition from Java Junction, Lucy will have to set aside her feelings for the popular drink and Jack to make this the coziest, pumpkin spiciest season ever. When I read that, I was cackling so hard. It made me laugh so hard. As well as some parts in this book that have already happened also made me laugh. But anyway, so this is the first book we're going to start off with because A, I need to return it to the girl I'm borrowing it from. I mean, I just borrowed it like last week, so... but still, I don't like to borrow books for like longer than 2-3 weeks, which is why libraries stress me out. But at least this time, if it's like someone I know personally who I'm borrowing a book from, they're typically a little bit more chill about it than libraries are. But anyway, so yes, there's this book. And then, oh, okay, so this book is actually also not on my January TBR, but because it's still winter, I thought it would be a fun option. 10 Things I Hate About Mistletoe by Cody Hall. I know nothing about it other than the fact that it is a holiday romance. Now on to the books that are on my TBR for January. We have Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, 7 Years Lit by Ashley Poston, and That's Delicious Death by Kayla Cottingham. So anyway, like I said, our options are 1 hour all the way through to 10 hours. We're going to start this tomorrow, Monday, the 20th. No, 19th. I totally know what to do. Hold on, what is today's date? Okay, yeah, so Monday would be the 19th. I'm a little tired. It's fine. We're not going to worry about it. Anyway, so can you see? Yes, you can. Okay, so we're going to generate. 1 hour. 1 hour. That is fine. I am happy with this. I will say though, tomorrow would actually be a better day for higher numbers because I don't have work tomorrow. But you know what? A win is a win. We're going to take it. And honestly, this book is super bingeable and I can probably read a lot in 1 hour. And I can always go over the time. I'm going to try not go under the time, but unlike last time or any other time I do challenges like this, I'm not going to tell myself like, oh, if I go under the time, I have to add however much to the next day. No, I'm not doing that to myself this time, okay? I'm sorry. My channel, my video, my rules. But anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow for our 1 hour of reading. Okay, so I finished my 1 hour of reading for today. I mean, I'm probably going to read longer because I am really enjoying this book, but I got my minimum for the day done. I started on page 84 and now I'm on page 122, so that's, what, like almost 40 pages, which isn't great, but for me, it's really, really fast. I started on chapter 9, I'm now about halfway through chapter 12. Chapter 12 is a long one. Most of the chapters are pretty short, but this one is like really, really long, so... But I'm not quite halfway through the book, but I'm still very much so enjoying it. So I'm going to keep reading, at least for a little while, and then when I come back later, we'll decide how many hours I need to read tomorrow. Okay, so I ended up not reading anymore today, actually. I ended up cleaning more, which is good because now my bed is not littered with laundry because I have so much laundry on it. So I'm still... Okay, correction, I read like 1 page. Yeah, I read 1 page, so. But anyway, I did some cleaning, I watched The Walking Dead, I finished my bookmark. Look how cute it is. It says, a book a day keeps the reality away, and it's got a cute little castle on it. It's just so cutesy, and I love it. So, but anyway, we are going to find out how many hours I need to read tomorrow, if this can stop acting weird. Like, excuse me, I need you to act normal. Okay, so I'm hoping for a, like, good meet in the middle number. Like, a low enough number I can actually read the amount of time tomorrow, even though I have work, but a high enough number I'm more likely to finish my book. Because even though I am really enjoying it, I do need to get back to the girl I'm borrowing it from, so I do need to finish it. So we are going to do the whole generate thing. I'm scared. No. 9 out. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's gonna be fine. Honestly, I would be able to, if I read for the full 9 hours, I will be able to finish this book and even start a new one. So that's good. That's something I will take it. I don't know how I'm going to manage this since I have work tomorrow. Thankfully, it's a short shift though, so I could, theoretically, if I get up early enough, I can shower, read for a little bit, go to work. After I get off of work, come home, read again. Okay, you know what? We will see how well this goes. I'm scared. I'm genuinely scared. Okay, so update. I'm extremely tired. um, I'm very tired. So I did not read nearly as much today as I thought I was going to. I only read for an hour. Which I mean, reading for an hour is still good. Like it's still reading. Um, and I did make it to the beginning of chapter 16. So that's good. I'm actually over halfway through the book now. So there's that. But yeah, my timer says I still have 8 hours left. So we're going to go ahead and do our number generator. I might read a little bit tonight before bed. I don't know though, because I'm really tired. If I do, I'll update you guys with that tomorrow. But we're going to go ahead and do our number generator right now for tomorrow's reading. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit the generate button. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay, actually, wait, no. Wait, no, that's actually good because I don't have work tomorrow. So I could just bed rot all day, read. I could honestly finish this book and then get a pretty decent amount of the way through at least one more. So it's actually not a bad number for tomorrow. And you know what? I would rather take the 10 hours for tomorrow rather than like 1 hour tomorrow and then the 10 hours on Thursday, which is the next day I work. So I will take this. Okay, it's the next day. I just made it to chapter 20 of Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice. I'm like trying to pick it up. Chapter 20, page 204. I have not read as much as I would have liked to, but I've been talking with one of my friends today as well. So that's been like, I don't want to say distracting me, but I mean, it's been nice. But like that's been a thing today, so I haven't been reading as fast as I normally do, because normally I'd be at like, well, by this point I would be close to 80 pages, because I was like, oh, I'm gonna read for 2 hours, take a break, and then I'll read again. So I actually need to explain this. So currently my timer says 8 hours and 19 minutes because I've read for an hour and 40. I guess an hour and 41. But when I went to hit pause, I accidentally hit delete. So I redid it to where it's starting at 8 hours and 19 minutes. I do have a screenshot of the 2 hour timer I have on that phone. To kind of prove like, hey, this is actually where I'm at. So, but anyway, I need a bit of a brain break, so I'm gonna go for a short walk and then I'll come back and read some more. Okay, so as we all just saw, I finished Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice. It was so cute. Um, I definitely did not read as much today as I thought I was going to, but I was talking with my friends a lot today. Like, I talked with one friend at some point earlier today, and then, like, a couple hours later, I was on the phone with some other friends. So, I definitely did not read as much as I thought I was going to today, but I definitely at least finished the book, and it was seriously so stinking cute. And there were a lot of good quotes in here. Like, there was one about, actually, hold on, let me look it up real quick, because I took a photo of it. But it was so cute, and I honestly resonate with it so much. It said, okay, so Jack, the male main character, has moved around a lot. So this is him speaking with this quote that I saw. We moved, and we moved again, and we moved again. And I won't say each move got easier, because it didn't. I think each move was harder, because the older I got, the more ingrained, already established the friendships were with each new place, the more history there was between people. It's why I read so much. Sometimes it's nice to escape a different world when mine keeps changing. And honestly, I resonate with that so hard. I've moved so many times now. And it is hard, because like every time I move, I start to, I'm upset for a little bit, and then I start to make friendships, and I'm like, oh, I could build a life here, and then move again, and it's not fun. So, but no, it was really, really cute. I am honestly torn on what I want to rate it. Because at first I was like 3.75. And I was like, ooh, 4-star. And it keeps going up, and I'm honestly debating on if it's a 5-star or not. Will it be my first 5-star of 2026? I don't know yet. So I'm gonna think about this for a little bit, kind of get it in my brain, think about it in my brain. I've been up since 6:30 this morning. I am tired. So, okay, so the next book, or book options really, I'm either going to go in with Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard or 10 Things I Hate About Mistletoe by Cody Hall. It's going to depend on what the hour number is for tomorrow. Anyway, which right now I have about 6 hours left on the timer. I'm not going to read for the rest of that 6 hours though. I might read for like another 3, maybe, probably not though, because it's already almost 10. I need to get ready for bed, and my timer is saying it's going to go off at like 4 a.m. And like I said, I've been up since 6:30 this morning, so I need to shower and go to bed because I am tired. Your girl is tired. So we are going to go ahead and generate, and honestly, if I get like the number 6, I'm probably just going to use the timer I'm already on. Make it easy, but anyway, let's see. Did it generate? I don't know. 5. Okay, so I could actually read for another hour tonight and then just use that timer tomorrow. Or I'll just start a new timer tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I do work tomorrow, but 5 is definitely not the worst number to have. So, anyway, I'm going to shower and get ready for bed and go to bed, and I will see you guys sometime tomorrow. Oh, I should probably pick which book I want to read. I mean, definitely one of them. Honestly, any of the books that are left, I could read any time of year. But I feel like this one I kind of need to read in the wintertime because it's literally a winter Christmas romance. And also something. Words. I don't know what I was gonna say. I don't know. I think I was gonna say. I'm so tired. You know what? This one's short. It's fairly short. I think it's just under 300 pages. It's 272. So I think this one would be the best option because I'm more likely to be able to finish this one sooner, and then maybe we can even start a third book for this video. But also I think I'm still in the mood for some romance, which is weird because for months I was not in the mood for romance, and now this is my 3rd romance book this year / month. So, but anyway, which honestly I don't know how well this one can be considered a romance because there wasn't like a whole lot of romance aspects. It was definitely slow burn, awkward teenager vibes, which makes sense because it takes place in their sophomore year. This one is not spicy at all. You don't even get a curse word. So if you like books that are not spicy, are safe for pretty much any age, this one was so stinking cute. I loved it. So anyway, okay, now I'm gonna go shower and relax and go to bed. Okay, so this update needs some explaining. So yesterday, Thursday, I didn't end up reading at all. So instead, I'm doing the 5 hours today on Friday. And I know I said I was going to start reading 10 Things I Hate About Mistletoe. I made it a whole 5 pages in, and I'm DNFing it. Which, this is the soonest, quickest I've ever DNF'd a book before. Like, typically I give it a fair chance, but no, I can't with this one. Literally, like I said, I made 5 pages in, and it literally starts off with Delilah, the main girl, going to her friend's house, and she like just walks into her friend's house. She has a key, but like she just walks into her friend's house, and she walks in on her friend and her friend's boyfriend doing things, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry," and turns around, which okay, it's fine. But then she was like, "Oh my gosh, this reminds me of something that happened like 10 years ago." And the boyfriend was like, "Hey, like, can you not reminisce about this right now? Can you just leave?" And the girl was like, "Oh yeah." And then it, does the narration thing, and it was like, "Oh, as much as Delilah loves to tease the boyfriend, what was it? It's Delilah smothered a giggle and stepped toward the hallway. While she loved teasing Holly's boyfriend, even she could take a hint. Girl, that's not a hint. That is a straight up leave. Get out of here. I don't want you here right now. We're kind of busy." But also looking at the back, it says, "So far, no man in Mistletoe, Idaho has measured up to the literary heroes in Delilah Gill's favorite books. Anthony Russo is no exception. She's not sure why the steamy smooch they once shared has suddenly turned frosty, and she's tried to keep her distance ever since. But she's had enough of being serially single, and she decides it's the perfect time to put herself out there. Anthony isn't interested in playing games, and he doesn't like being used, especially not to make his own friend jealous. Still, a bruised ego doesn't stop him from imagining kissing Delilah again when she shows up to the local watering hole looking like $1,000,000, and the other single men in town start to notice her considerable charms." That's a weird way to describe that. Anyway, as December approaches and the Christmas festivities ramp up, both Delilah and Anthony find themselves roped into Mistletoe's seasonal happenings. It won't be long now before proximity turns loathing into interest, and ultimately a romance that could lead to a very happy holiday indeed. My nose is stuffed, sorry. A misunderstanding sparks an enemies to lovers romance between an outdoorsman and an aspiring writer. So yeah, there's miscommunication trope. There's, again, weirdness happening. And like, I looked up beforehand and it said it was going to be spicy, and I'm like, okay, I can handle spicy, whatever, it's not a big deal. Worst case scenario, I skip, right? But no, this was just getting gross. And then one of the characters who she mentions, or like the narrator mentions, literally has a name that, when you think about it, it's not actually a bad word, but the way it's spelled. But why give a child this last name? Like, are you trying to be funny? Because you're failing. So therefore, I am 100% just DNFing this. Bye. It's not even been a full 10 minutes. Wow, 5 pages for 10 minutes. That is ridiculous, not gonna lie. But that entire situation kind of took me out of the mood for a romance. So I think I could go with Red Queen, or I could go with This Delicious Death. I'm gonna go ask my mom. Okay, I ended up asking my mom. She looked at both of them, and she ended up choosing Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, which is completely fine. I also did the math, and if I keep going with my reading 40 pages an hour thing, like at least 40 pages an hour, I will end on page 200 when the timer goes off. And I was so excited to read this one because page 200 is the end of a chapter, so I would be ending off at the end of a chapter. And I was like, oh yay, I get to do that. I'm gonna be happy about it. And then I'm DNFing it, but oh, sorry, baby. Red Queen does the same thing. So if I keep up with my 40 pages an hour thing, I'll still end on page 200. So I'm not mad about this. Oh, see, but This Delicious Death doesn't do that. This is page 200 right here. And it's in the middle of the chapter, so Well, technically it's the like 200 page, not 200, 2 pages after the start of a chapter, but still. So my mom was great for choosing this one. I mean, my mom was great anyway, but still. Okay, so the timer has been stopped. It's at 2 hours 50 minutes 51 seconds. I made it to page 8 of Red Queen and then decided I wasn't feeling it. So instead, I am softing upping this and I'm listening to this audiobook. It's called My Husband Next Door. And I'm on chapter 22. It's pretty decent so far. But basically, this husband and wife, they're married, they're happy, except for one little thing, they don't live together by choice. And so she's like, okay, this is fine. It's not a big deal. This is what we decided. And then a couple of people start going missing around the neighborhood, and she's like, this is scary. And she's starting to wonder if her husband might be behind it. That's genuinely all I can tell you without giving too much away. But like I said, it's pretty decent. Right now I'm staying at like 3-ish star, 3.25. But I'm starting to wonder if I'm just not in the mood for a physical book right now, or if I'm just not in the mood for any of my books right now. I don't know, maybe I was right earlier in the idea of choosing a romance. Like maybe I am in the mood for a romance, just not the one I tried to read earlier. Maybe I should have just gone with This Delicious Death. I don't know. But either way, I'm softy enoughing Red Queen. I've heard so many good things about it, but it's very wordy so far. Well, not wordy, but like, I don't know, it takes me a little bit to get into like fantasy and dystopian books, so maybe that's all it is, and I just need to give it more time, or maybe I need to get an ebook of it, because that's how I read Shatter Me, was I had the ebook. So also just because I thought this is cute. So this bookmark here has a castle on it, and I've been liking matching my bookmarks to the vibes of the book, and so I thought Queen, Castle. It's random, but I thought it was cute and I wanted to share. Anyway, so tomorrow I work, but it's a short shift. So sorry, my cat's tearing up furniture. Oreo, don't do that. Dude, I just said not to do that. Hold on. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do the generation. Like I said, I work tomorrow, so I don't know how much reading I'll be able to get done. Hopefully a good amount. Which, I mean, it's an audiobook and I'm already almost done with it, so that, if it's a higher number, I'll definitely be able to finish it and then maybe start another book, but we'll see. Anyway. Okay, 5 again. Not bad. I will definitely be able to finish the book I'm currently reading / listening to, as well as starting it maybe a good amount of the way through. We'll see. But anyway, yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have a physical book. I probably won't, but we'll see. Okay, so it's a couple days later. Yesterday I did not read at all. I really wasn't feeling too good at all yesterday. But I did finish My Husband Next Door. 3 stars. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. Like, I probably could have gone my whole life without reading it and been fine. There was a lot happening that was really weird. There was a weird, crazy, overbearing neighbor. There was a lot of talk of, it seemed very based in the like 50s, even though they would mention things like Instagram and TikTok, and you're like, okay, so this is definitely set in like nowadays, but yet some of these people have the mentality of people in the 50s. Like, the main character, her daughter had a baby, and the baby daddy, there was a scene where he was like, taking care of his child because it's his child, and the mom was saying something about, oh, he took care of the baby, he changed the baby, and I just can't believe that, like, he's watching his own kid, and I'm like, yeah, no kidding, it's his kid. Babysitting does not count if it is your child, just saying. But anyway, I ended up having like 2-ish hours left on the timer, but like an idiot, I deleted the timer. But just know there was about 2-ish hours left on it, and then I quit reading because, like I said, it just really wasn't feeling good. I haven't been feeling good the past couple days. I'm not like sick. I think it's because it's been a while since I've last taken my vitamins and seen real sunshine because it's snowing here. So, anyway, so it is time for us to see what our final amount of time is to read. I do have work tomorrow, so hopefully it's not a high number. You know what? Just to keep it from being a high number, we're gonna swap it to between 1 hour and 5 hours this time, just so that way I'm more likely to be able to get through whatever it is, you know? That's what we're gonna do. So now we click generate. I failed at the clicking. It didn't even do the do thing. Okay, we're gonna try again. We're gonna do it with my eyes closed. Now I'm going to predict a 3. Did do the okay, you know what? We're just gonna okay, if I watch that back and it did the thing and it landed on a 1 and then I decided to hit the 5 or to hit the generate button again and it said 5, I'm gonna be mad at myself and we're just going with the 1. So let me watch that back real quick. Okay, so I just watched that back and it did do the thing. So 5 hours it is, which, okay, I do work a shorter shift tomorrow, so it's not going to be impossible for me to read that much. I just need to figure out what book I want to read, because I do want to read a book that's on my January TBR, because I haven't, gently, sorry, because I haven't really read much on my January TBR yet, even though I really, really need to. I think I've only, yeah, King of Envy, I believe, is the only book on my January TBR that I read. So, I don't know, I genuinely think I'm just not in the mood for a physical book, but at the same time, it's a lot easier to sit there and show me reading when I have my physical book, you know? So, I don't know. I'll figure out what book to read, and I will see you guys tomorrow for our last day of this. Yay. Okay, update. So, my back is killing me, so I'm not going to work today. I ended up finding the audiobook for The Wicked King, which is the second book in the Cruel Prince series. So I'm listening to that, which is perfect because I'm gonna be in my bed pretty much all day. I might get up to do some stretches, but no, my back is killing me. So, but yeah. And then if at any point you see me holding a physical book, I don't have the physical version of this book, so I might use my physical copy of The Cruel Prince like as a stand-in for if I do any video like clips of me reading a physical book. So but yeah, I'm going to rest and relax and just listen to my book all day because my back is killing me. Okay, it's several hours later. I don't even know if I was making sense this morning. I was half asleep. But anyway, I ended up not going to work today because my back was killing me. If you don't know, I do have a bit of a back injury. I have a strained muscle in my back, so. And most of the time, it's fine. You know, take a couple Tylenol, let it kick in, and then go to work and I'm fine. Yeah, today I was literally getting dressed and my back was like, no, you're not doing that. You're not doing that today. Like, I could not move. It hurt so bad. So I took some medicine, fell back asleep, and then ended up going to my grandparents to see them for a little bit. So I got to hang out with them and then came home, relaxed in the bath with some Epsom salts. Hopefully that'll help my back. Oh, hold on. Okay, so my back was just trying to spasm, so that's fun. So I'm currently laying on the heating pad. That hurt. Hopefully it quits so I can go to work tomorrow because I kind of need to work. Anyway, oh goodness. I literally have you. It's gonna be a pain. Okay, so I have 1 hour and 46 minutes left. Yeah. So I think I said this morning. I don't remember. I found the audiobook to The Wicked King, which is the second book in the Cruel Prince trilogy. So that's what I'm currently listening to. I have roughly 2 hours left, so I'll have just enough time to finish the book. So I'm liking it so far. I'm liking it better than I like The Cruel Prince. So like so many people were telling me like, oh, The Cruel Prince is good, but continue the series. Like it gets better as the series goes on. So I am liking The Wicked King right now. There was a like semi spicy scene in it though that I was not expecting. But like it wasn't bad. Because like I had even googled it. I was like, oh, is this supposed to be a spicy book? Because I didn't think it was, and it said that it's considered a fade to black scene. So it's like in movies when the characters are like making out or whatever, and then it literally fades to black, and then the next morning you see them like all cuddled up in bed, and you're like, oh, I know what happened. It's like that kind of a scene, I guess. So, but anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and end the. Well, I'm not gonna end the video here. Actually, that's. Why did I start to say that? Actually, should I just go ahead and end the video here? I think I should. I think I should. Because like I said, I have work tomorrow as long as I'm able to make it. And I also just took some medicine. And so I'm going to be asleep here in a little bit. So I should probably just go ahead and end the video. So anyway, I ended up reading Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice. I've determined it's going to be 4 stars. I was kind of teetering between 4 and 5. And then I was like, no, I wouldn't say it's like 5-star material, but it's definitely 4-star. Actually, 4.5. 4.5. The characters did annoy me a little bit, but to be fair, it's written in a way that's meant to be immature. I mean, they're sophomores, I think, so their brains are not fully developed, and yes, I'm aware, neither is mine. Like, their brains aren't fully developed, they have no idea what they're doing, they're just trying to figure life out, so I will give some leeway to that, but I did really, really like it. I thought it was so cute, and I kind of hate that I have to give it back to the girl I'm borrowing it from. Can you tell the medicine is kicking in? Because I did think it was so cute. I tried to read 10 Things I Hate About Mistletoe, DNF'd it. Literally on the like second page, it was gross and already talking about spicy things, and I'm like, I don't want to deal with this. So I am gonna happily give that back to the girl, and then we can reuse it for the next time we do a trivia and can earn books. Then I started Red Queen, DNF'd that as well. I honestly am just not able to get into it. So, I'm not gonna read that. So, I'm probably gonna give that to the girl as well, and we can use that as a prize. And then I ended up listening to My Husband Next Door by K.L. Slater. 3.5 star. No, 3 star. Let me check my Goodreads. Sorry, as you can tell, the medicine is affecting my brain. Anyway, so it's a 3 star. I wasn't liking it. And then The Wicked King, even though I still have like 2 hours left in the audiobook, is honestly a 4 star. Like I said, I'm liking it a lot better than The Cruel Prince, and I understand why so many people are like, no, just keep reading, the series gets better. So definitely am liking The Wicked King. Probably gonna read Queen of Nothing as well. I also need to get the physical books at some point. So once I'm off my book buying ban, it's probably what I'm gonna get. So but anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you next week. Bye.